Okay. So first and foremost, does anybody have any question about the diamond bonus? I'm not going to go over things that Carl just talked about in the surge, but this one is really, really important. And so I want to make sure that you understand it. Does anybody have a question about it? Okay, perfect. So get to diamond. I mean, that's like a $500 raise you're getting this year. So definitely do that. Of course, new product coming out, Daily Sunshine has already launched. The National Wake Up Call was about it. If you don't understand it, definitely listen to the Wake Up Call from Monday. It is a great option if you have anybody that has had an objection to Shakeology because of the ingredients, like they're allergic, like Tiffany's a great example. She's allergic to Shakeology. Or if you have someone that doesn't want to take Shakeology because it's not certified gluten-free or it's not certified organic, Daily Sunshine is a great option for those people. So reach back out, like think of those people that you've talked to. Of course, Daily Sunshine isn't as complete as Shakeology, but it has good things in it. So we might as well meet people somewhere, and you do get 2 Success Club points if somebody gets Daily Sunshine on HD. So just a tip there. Some other things that they haven't talked about that we did get told about at Summit, there will be a clean week coming out in September. So essentially what Carl did was he listened to coaches saying, like, we run these 5-day free groups, a clean eating group, and sometimes it's a struggle to come up with content or have a workout for it. And so Beachbody is actually going to launch you your own template to do a clean week, and it's going to have workouts in it. People will sign up for it, and there will essentially be a wall, like right now on Beachbody On Demand, you get everything in there. Well, Clean Week will be on the outside of this wall, and so they will get the workout specifically to go with Clean Week. You'll have a template for it. You'll have a recipe guide for it. You'll have a nutrition guide. And then like people can kind of experience what we have to offer with you without you having to struggle about what to say, what to do. And then they could transition to becoming your customer. So it's just a free group that Beachbody is creating for you to use, and that will launch in September. And of course, you'll be able to use it anytime you want. That will always be an option. The UK is officially launching in October. If you're not quite sure what to do with the UK, you're not alone. I'm still working on this. So yeah, don't stress about it. But gosh, if you know people that live in the UK, or you just have a passion for trying something new, like do it. See what works. Some suggestions, sorry, I feel like I was lagging there. Some suggestions that Meg gave were to specifically look up words that are more common for use in the UK. Like instead of calling all moms, you would like say calling all mums. And there's just other different easier slang terms that are going to attract that customer market for you. If you're running ads, you can try to start playing around with ads, but like, what's it going to hurt if you try something new? The only thing that's going to hurt is that somebody from the UK doesn't join you. And how is that any different than where you're at right now? So you might as well try it. Double Time, which is essentially a family workout program, is going to be coming out in November. It's designed to be done with a pair. So it's a lot of kids and their parents that were featured in the video, but I mean, it's really for anybody. Like two adults could do it, or 2 kids could do it together. So that's exciting. That's going to be a fun workout program. You're going to get a brand new coach website in December, and Team Beachbody in general is going to be completely overhauled in December. The US is actually the last one to get it. The UK is going to get it in October with their launch. Canada will get it in November, because Canada always whines they don't get everything that we get on time. So they're going to get it first, and then we'll get it in December. But the features they showed for it, the searchability, the ease of access to shop, like right now I just had somebody that wanted to order just the 21-day fix for me, and I literally wrote out 7 steps for her to go find it and get it, because I can't just send her an email off the Coach mobile app. So it's going to be easier that way. It just looks nicer and it's streamed better. And then of course, Summit next year. Like if you didn't go, you need to go. Like Summit is just amazing. And I was telling you guys this beforehand, but Summit is absolutely a game changer for your business, and it's absolutely something you need to do. The on sale tickets will be until the 23rd, so the 145, and then they go up to like 299 or whatever it is. So if you're going to commit to it and you want to do it, get your ticket. They're refundable through December if you somehow decide to change your mind. I'll be booking my hotel room tomorrow, and of course I'll have 3 people available in my hotel. And that's also not to say that we won't look and see if we can get a better deal for a house or something like that too. But just do it. Like, be there. Make the commitment to be there a year from now. And then, of course, Team Cup. I'll be putting, I know Ariel put a post up in her page. I will be putting a post up in my page for who wants to do the Team Cup. We do have to get registered by the end of July. What happened, Ty? Okay, Archer, go to your room. Keenan, okay, stop. Keenan? Keenan! Sorry. Archer needs to go to his room now, please. And he needs to stay there. No, he's not going to bed. He needs to stay there. Should we all just get it? Yeah, Tiffany, I think you could. I mean, if you feel like you're going to have teammates there, I mean, more than likely, like, I think let's see, 4, 5, 6. I think there could be 10 of us. So I think probably 3 rooms for sure. Yeah, I mean, you might as well. Unless you just for sure know that you want to room with somebody. Like, I know Megan for sure knows she wants to room with me. So she's not going to reserve a room because she's been dying to room with me. Like, I got texts all summer long, like, can I be your roommate next year? So, but yeah, I don't think it's going to hurt. And if you think like your spouse is going to come or you're going to turn this into a little bit of a family vacation or anything like that, definitely book your own room, because I'm not staying with anybody and their significant other. Yeah, Rhiannon, like, who brings their fiance? God, lame. But anyway, oh, Megan, not a problem. You won't get any sleep. Don't worry about that. So, okay. But yeah, so Team Cup will go up. So some of the things that I wanted to share from Summit, some of the takeaways that we got is, first and foremost, like, this business starts and ends with your belief. And it starts and ends with where you are going to decide where you're going to be in this business. So if you decide you're going to really suck at this business, if you decide every month is going to be hard, if you decide nobody's going to want to buy from you or be a part of your challenge groups, or how could anybody possibly believe that I can help them when I screw up with my nutrition every other day and workouts are tough for me, then you're right. Like, nobody is going to want to believe with you. But if you believe that you can help somebody every single day, your business is going to grow. If you believe that you are here for the right reasons, if you believe that you can be successful in this business, if you believe that you can put in the hard work that it takes, then your business is going to grow. It's not to say it's always easy. Like, please don't get me wrong. Monday and Tuesday, I was on the struggle bus for doing my business because I was tired. I really just wanted to nap every day. Like, I had other stuff to get done. It doesn't mean that every day is easy, but it also doesn't mean that every day has to be as hard as you can possibly make it. If you dread coming into this business every day, then we need to talk really about whether this business is for you. But if you believe that this is something you're passionate about, you know you can do well at this, you know you are there to reach people, and you know the power that this business, whether it was in your fitness or becoming a business owner, has had for you, then that's what you need to breathe in, and that's what you need to go for. Something that was shared regarding branding and 3 questions to ask yourself every month were: 1, what makes me special and unique? And this does not have to be something out of control. It's literally related around what you did that month. So what was special and unique? Like, if I was answering that right now, I would say, I went to New Orleans. I started back at my teaching job, started doing my summer days, and I started a new workout program. That was what was unique for me this month. So that's the first one, is what makes you special or unique. The second one is, what have I overcome? And this is, again, nothing dramatic. So like, for Megan, she could say, I had a cold and I still did a 5K. Or I couldn't run my 5K, so I walked it. I didn't quit. And I committed to a new program. And I tried early morning workouts. Like those would be the 3 things that she overcame. So that is your second one, is what have I overcome? And then 3, what is normal about me? And this is going to be like what fits you. It doesn't have to be a definition of normal, but what is like an everyday thing about you? So for me, I actually like folding laundry because sometimes that's the one time per day I get to watch TV, because I go up in my room and I fold laundry and I watch my TV. And sometimes it takes me a really long time, if Big Brother is in my recordings, to fold laundry. I'm just saying. I love Jeopardy, and I clearly love television and don't make enough time for it. Like those would be the 3 things normal about me. But that is your brand, and that's what your best friend that you're trying to attract in this business is going to relate to. And so those are just easy things for you to talk about throughout the month. Those are how you make your posts. That's what you're keeping in mind. What time? Okay, I think you'll be okay. Okay, well, if your appendix explodes, come get me. On the other side, though. Let me take a cup of my tea. I'm a really good mom, in case you didn't know. I also had to call poison control for the first time today, but that's a side note. Anyway, so that would be something that's normal about me. I called poison control today for the first time. I've been a mom now for 16 years, and I have made it 16 years without calling poison control. Like, I'm pretty good. So, but anyway, those are the things, like, those are easy posts for you to talk about, and those are easy things to just share and could plug into your social media calendar, and you don't have to worry so much about trying to find some of those posts. And it's natural, and it's your life, and somebody else is going to relate to that. Shalene talked a lot about curiosity marketing, and I know particularly on my team, this has been something that's been coming up a lot. Do we directly talk about the product, or we just hint around about it? And I know there's 2 schools of thought there. And I go back and forth every time. I go back and forth between saying, like, yes, I want to say exactly what I'm doing so that people just know and they're looking for that and they know I can help them. Or I want to be more opaque about it and people ask me. And so Shalene just came out and said, like, things aren't working how they used to. You can't be direct anymore. You can't lay it all out there. You have to make posts that are piquing people's curiosity. So instead of saying shift shopped, I've been saying that I'm doing a functional athletic program, because that's a lot of what shift shop is. Or I've been doing a 3-week ramp up rebuild program, or like nutrition plan wise, this is really moving you gradually into a high protein, low carb diet. So I've been using those kinds of phrases so that people look at those things and say, like, oh, I'm looking for something like that. Tell me more about what you're doing. This is the same when 21 Day Fix came out. Amanda Miller, who is really, really good at social media, she talked a lot about saying, like, stop saying it's a color nutrition plan or an easy to follow nutrition plan. She said, start telling people that it lines out your macros, because when 21 Day Fix came out, macros was like the buzzword that everybody wanted to know how to do. So start thinking more generally about how you can lay something out there that people are going to want to ask you about. And she just labeled it as curiosity marketing. I feel like you could probably also go to YouTube and look up other curiosity marketing type trainings to get even better at this. This takes a lot of effort from me. I'm not naturally creative with my wording. It doesn't like flow off my tongue. So what I also did was I went into the Shift Shop and I read more about like the program and what are some of the key words that they use in the program description. And so that's how I described it. And so just keep looking at, ways to do that and different tools and tips you can do that way. So even like I'm thinking with Double Time, I'm going to say like, this is a parent-kid partner workout, because that's how it relates to my market. Now, Rhiannon, who doesn't have kids, she could use it as, this is just a partner style workout. So my fiance and I get to work out together. And I don't know, you might not want to. It looked a little bit like 2 adults might not totally enjoy that program, but 2 adults might enjoy that program. What, Archer? You don't need to say sorry to me. I'm not the one you hit. You need to go talk to your brother and say sorry to him. So just start thinking about that things. And if you struggle with the creative wording like I do, read the program description. Go in your online office, look at some of the business tools. Okay, I can. Look at some of the things that way and pick out the keywords there, and that will help you craft your posts and help you describe the program. Okay. It's becoming more and more that Instagram and Instagram stories are just talked about as the way to go. And so if you're not using it, I would really encourage you to start getting on Instagram stories. I've been using it since I got back from Summit, and just trying to do more of like everyday life too. I talk a lot about business on there, but just like your everyday life. So, and think of those things that you do throughout your day for your health and nutrition, or your fitness and your nutrition. Graham, just a second. Graham's going to run out the front door. Hold on. No. See, this is why I moved away from evening calls for a little bit. My house is like a madhouse, and my husband's even home. Anyway, so think about like the choices that you make throughout a day. So if you're really trying to stick to your nutrition plan and you need a snack, why do you choose the snack you choose? Or if you really wanted to reach for a soda and you didn't, instead you got sparkling water. Where in one sentence there did he indicate to you he wanted you to pick him up and drag him up the stairs? You close, go. So just like think of all those little tips that you can share that are part of your everyday life that come maybe easy to you or seem like such small things. Share those on Instagram stories, because you don't want to put 12 posts up on your Facebook. People will literally feel like you're spamming them. But Instagram stories, people can like look through those things and see, and just generally share. I'll take care of you in a second, Tyler. So start using stories. And then Darren Hardy talked, and this kind of goes along with this business starts and ends with your belief, but Darren Hardy talked about your business is made of choices every single day. Whether you choose to show up and do the work, whether you choose to send an invite message, or whether you choose not to. And your business is going to be a direct reflection of your choices. And those little tiny choices, so if you choose 5 days in a row that you're not going to send a message to anybody, or you choose to not post for an entire week, like that kills your momentum. So just do the 4 vital behaviors, don't overcomplicate them, and just watch your business grow. I guarantee you, if you dedicated 30 days to doing the 4 vital behaviors every single day, and even if that was only 1 invite a day that you were choosing to do, your business would grow. And then Carl, actually, I felt like Carl's speech was one of the most powerful speeches that I've seen at Summit. I'm hoping it gets uploaded on YouTube. I know Ariel recorded it, but the quality is always hard when it's from your phone. But he did just a really powerful speech, I felt, about how we are right next to him in this business. And I felt in a very nice way that our boss took us to task, because what a lot of you guys don't know, we have a Diamond and Above brainstorming call. So this is another good reason to get to Diamond. You get these extra resources and these extra help in your business. And there has been a lot of conversation from coaches, higher up coaches, that the past year has been the toughest year yet, and that our market is oversaturated, and that we're charging too much, and that it's harder and harder to help people, and that there's a coach everywhere, and you just can't make a sale anymore, and all these different things. And, Carl kind of came down and said, like, it's really not. And you have to decide that you're here to help people, and that anybody can do it. And I know that anybody can do it, because I see coaches. There's a coach from Danielle Natoni who I follow, just because I follow Danielle Natoni, so I see her Success Club numbers every month. There's a coach on that team that consistently hits 135 and up in Success Club points every single month. So like, you know that people do it. I see people within our own team that hit 20 to 40 successful points every single month. Like, we have to stop believing that we can't do this, or that people don't believe in our price point, or that we don't have the right programs, because we do. We just have to commit to showing people that we do have it. And one thing that Carl said is that the power of the coach is not in being perfect. So it doesn't matter that your body looks perfect, or that you fell off your nutrition wagon, or that you didn't like the program you're doing and you stopped it midweek, or that life happened to you. Like, I think of Rhiannon as a great example of this. Her father passed away, and do you think her nutrition was perfect? No. And why would you expect somebody to be? And how much more relatable does that make her, that she just says that, like, I wasn't perfect and I'm getting back on track, and this is what happened, and this is where we're at, and we ate out all the time. Like, we've all been there. We've all been in that situation where you moved and you ate out for like 2 weeks, or it's the holidays and every cupcake in sight had your name on it. I mean, we've been there. It's not in the power of being perfect. It's in the power of working on yourself with others. And I will tell you guys, I feel like for me, that is what has always helped me be successful. And that's what helped me sign up as a coach 6 weeks postpartum. Like, you can bet I was not in amazing shape. But that's not why people joined me. They joined me because I had said, I'm looking to lose the baby weight and I want to work on this with others who want to do it with me. That's what people want. They want someone that's supportive, that's not going to judge them, that is going to say, I'm here to help you. I'm human too. I don't quite have this nutrition thing figured out, but we're going to do it together. Or like Tiffany, for example, who doesn't love every vegetable like I love it. But I can tell you that if I was like that, like Tiffany was, and she said, okay, we're going to work on our nutrition together. We're going to tackle an easy vegetable, and we're just going to make it a bunch of different ways. We're going to see how we like it. Like, yeah, if I have someone I know that's there not judging me because I don't like corn, I don't know, I'm just thinking of something, and we're going to practice different ways to eat it, or we're going to find different recipes, and we're just going to support each other. Wouldn't you rather be in that environment versus the coach who's like, I eat 99.9% clean and like Melissa McAllister posted something yesterday about how she skips every core workout. And I was like, whatever, rude. Only because I hate every core workout and I wish I could skip it. But that's what he said. And then some of the last things, a really good one, I know we all struggle with objections. And so one of the trainings we got to watch are that objections are just a way to share your story. And the best way to get people to say yes is to find out why they're saying no. And to handle objections the best way to handle objections is to never get them. So it was really just talking about, and I think I've heard trainings before where when a coach gets an objection, they write that down on a list and then they start posting about that objection. So I think this wasn't exactly what was said in the training, but this is how I related to that. So if you know you get a lot of people that object to you about money, you need to start making more posts and sharing your story about how you got around that. Or, the gym was really expensive, but I could get an entire year's membership for what a month cost me at the gym. Or, like for me, I talk about this occasionally. I used to spend like 3 hours on a Sunday going through Pinterest and trying to find like a workout program that I meshed together. And then I would get to the gym and I wouldn't even know how to do half of the things on this workout because I didn't know how to use the machines. And I wasn't going to pay for a trainer when I was already paying for a gym membership. And I wasn't going to tell somebody I didn't know how to use these machines. So I would like stand over there and try to look at the picture and like move the weight around and sit some way or another and just try it. But think about how you have this program, this home workout program with a trainer explaining everything to you. So think of those different objections that you have had or that you experienced yourself and why these workouts work for you, and start talking about them and start posting about them. You don't have to call anybody out about it. You're just sharing your story, and people are going to see that, because once someone tells you no, then they start watching you. And so this is a really good way to handle those objections in that situation. Okay, So now Shift Shop. So Shift Shop has been an interesting launch for me. And I don't know if I was the only one late to the boat, but I did not realize that we were doing like a huge team Beachbody challenge on the 24th. So of course I set myself up to start at the 17th. And then I just have this fear of missing out. Like, what if I'm not in the 24th? What if I'm doing week 2 while they're doing week 1? But it doesn't really matter, I don't think. So I'm assuming there's going to be a group popping up sometime for a Shift Shop Challenge group. I'm probably going to plug myself into it, but only to see some of the resources. I personally do not enjoy those large groups because of how many people are in them, and then you start getting some weird posts and comments. So I just like to pop in them for the resources. But I think, so as we have a coach group going for a lot of us and with a few clients in there, I think you could still launch your own Shift Shop group for clients starting Monday. And you could really show your first week progress, your first week tips, and just say how that's going and that you have all these great resources to do. So how can you launch it? Well, I'm going to show you one way that I have been doing. Let me share my screen really quick. Okay. So on here on my personal page, so this came from Meg via Melanie Mitro. So this is, if Melanie Mitro's doing it, who's like the top coach in the company, in case you didn't know, it's probably an idea that's working. So I created an album, and this is exactly what Meg is doing, and this is what Melanie's doing. So please don't think I'm this creative to think of this on my own. However, I will use this from now on. So I just created an album that is Shift Shop Test Group Results. And then I had a description in here. I actually copied Meg's. And so you could copy mine. I just changed some of the wordings. And I also did do a Google document in here. And this is my own Google document. So if you use this, anybody that sees it for you is going to come to me as a referral. So don't do that. Like, either take that out or make your own. And then there's just a YouTube video on here. And every other day I was just uploading a Shift Shop test group result that I found. But what I learned, so here's a tip for you. As I was adding in the pictures, because this is what will come up on somebody's page, is they will see Kara Wenzel added this picture to Shift Shop album, but there wasn't a description here. So people were just seeing this picture and didn't really know what it was about. So once I saw it in my news feed after like day 3, I started copying the description from the album, and I would put it on every picture too. So now every time I add a picture, it's popping right up in people's newsfeed with all this side information over here about how they could apply to join my group. Normally I would run an event, and I encourage you to run an event. But I had just ran an event for my challenge group launch, and I'm trying to get a little more organized. I was just kind of out of control. So I just did the album. I'm still going to be adding to it. And I think I might start an album for a variety of things. So for my next group, I might start like a Kara transformation album, or a health and fitness group album, and just start adding to it so people are seeing that way. And I'll put some information in there describing what exactly it is and how people can get started. So that's one option for you. Do an album. And as you can see, like, nothing fancy. It's all just results. Some of these, like, I want to say one of these 2, 5. Yeah, like this one had 6 comments and 15 likes on it. This one had 17. I mean, people, more and more as I went on, more and more people were seeing this. Okay, so let me stop sharing. So you could do an event to launch for it. Sharing. Yeah, Tiffany. So although I will tell you, it's interesting you asked that. I kept thinking, I wonder if I should make an album on my like page. And I just wasn't sure that I even could. But I kind of ran out of time. I just didn't even go try it. But I think you can. So I think you could do it either way you wanted, or on both. Like when I do an event, I do an event on my like page and my personal page. And then I just put the same post in there and post at the exact same time. You may be even be able to boost an album. I don't know that you could on your like page. I'd have to check. Before I even say all this, and maybe we can't even do an album on your like page. Let me look, because Zoom really slows down my computer, but I'll try to get in there. So anyway, so do an album. I do share on my personal page, but my personal page is also wide open. There's nothing that I hide on there. So if you're more cautious about your personal page, you could just make like those particular things public, or make that album public, because I know you can just directly make an album public. And that's what's kind of nice about that, is you can still have like your other albums and your other photos private, but you could have that one public. Okay, so I see on my like page I can do photos, and I'm pretty sure, well, I know I can do photos. That sounded stupid. Let me see if I can get in there and see if I can do albums. Okay, so anyway, I would do an album. I would try doing an event. I would share, like if you've been doing it since Monday, for tomorrow, share your pictures, because I don't know about you guys that went to New Orleans, but from like today, from Monday, I can see how much inflammation has gone down, because, well, first like the humidity and the sodium and just like no sleep, because Team No Sleep was in full effect. So like I know I look drastically different just because of my like the environment and what we're doing. So share those things and just say like, this is 3 days in, or how are you doing with your nutrition? One of my other coaches just had really posted that she already feels the effects of not having any processed food after 3 days and how much better she feels. So share those things. Yeah, Tiffany, you feel the same. I feel the same way. Although today I was like hungry, and I think it was just everything ramping up and no processed food and just being like, just everything getting out of my system. So today I was hungry. I was ready to eat. But share those things, and possibly like do a video of yourself working out, or just, do something, share it and say like, I'm loving this program so much, I'm launching a group just for my clients on Monday. Do you want to be in? Because sometimes people feel like, oh, like you're doing a special group, like I want to be in on it. Like I want to do it. Okay, let me double check this. So yeah, you can create an album on your like page. And so I would do that. I think I'm going to do this for all my future stuff. Do live video check-ins, work well, and get good induction. So they do for me. Live videos do very well for me. You're always afraid to do them. Here's the thing. People want to see a real life. I have Archer run through naked, one of my live videos, at least once a week. What you guys are seeing on this call with me having to yell at a kid often happens on my live video. Or like someone comes up, like they want to see your daughter. They want to see you really are a mom. And then people are like, oh, she's so cute. And you get more comments and more interactions. The more consistent you are with live videos, the even better it is for your page. And interestingly enough, Monday, my page was rocking. I had really good interactions, really good comments. A lot of people were seeing it. Yesterday, algorithms changed. And the only thing people saw, Archer, you are going to get a spanking when I'm off this. Yesterday, the only things people saw were my video of my workout that I post every single day. And I don't even think I did a live video. Yeah, so like the only thing that over 400 people saw was my video of my workout. And I get close to 1,500 to over 2,000 and up seeing my post daily. So this just shows you like Facebook loves video. So definitely do that and just be yourself. And if you need to, like have little notes next to you, like wherever you do your video, put a little note of the 2 to 3 points you want to talk about. I don't try to ever go over 4 minutes because nobody wants to watch you over 4 minutes. Sometimes I do, but it's usually a pretty deep topic that I know people will watch. And just be yourself. And the more you do them, the better you get at them. And try going live in your groups. So I actually go live in my challenge tracker groups too, so that I get those out. You can practice. You could even practice, like if you create a Zoom account and just log into a Zoom and just, pull the video up and record yourself, just practice saying whatever you want to say and then play it and see how it sounds to you. The one thing about live is just don't quit. Like I've been on there before and I've been like, and I can't remember what else I was going to tell you guys. So I guess I'm just going to leave you with 2 points tonight. Like nobody cares. They don't care how screwed up you look on your live. I mean, look at the things that children YouTube today. Like my son and my husband were just watching motorcyclists crash. Like nobody cares. So yeah, do that. And then don't forget too, you're going to have the YouTube videos from Chris that you're going to be able to plug in. And they said those will be in our breaking news and our Coach Online office for where you can get them at. And then I just saw this morning, and then they talked about it on the Surge, but there is a recipe booklet that they just released for Shift Shop. I'm going to be plugging that into my challenge group tomorrow as a link, but it's on teambeachbody.com. And I didn't realize it was 81 pages, but that's what she said tonight on the Surge. So definitely check that out. I think it's a great resource. So, all right, 2 minutes. That was a lot of talking. Yeah, like live video, nobody cares. They want to know you're human. It's the same, like if you're the perfect mom that shows up perfect every single day, or just like the perfect person in general, nobody wants to talk to you. Like nobody wants perfect. There's some people I follow on Instagram just so I can be like, I hate your face. And I look to see if they're going to fail every day. But the rest of us mere mortals we're just people. And that's who's going to follow you. So, and live video gets easier the more you do it. And you could even just do something quick, like do something family related if you want. Like, oh, look at this song my kids are doing, or look at this cool trick, and just do like a 1-minute video there and start doing that. All right. Any questions before we hop off this puppy? I know you guys are all super pumped about a team call again, aren't you? All right. Well, thanks for hopping on, you guys.